This is going to be a lateral hamstring stretch. It also works on stretching a little bit of your glutes where it feeds into your IT band. So I'm going to use this green strap. A dog leash also works pretty well. And I'm going to wrap it right around my foot here. So a little bit of a slip tie so it's nice and snug. Now, as I lay down here on my back, I'm going to start off using this strap to bring myself up into a little bit of tension in my hamstring. I don't want this to be really strong, but trying to keep my knee fairly straight. And you'll notice I'm gripping the strap with the hand opposite. So it's on my right foot and it's in my left hand. Now this arm, my right arm, a lot of times I like taking it out into this like T position, because as my leg goes across, my whole body is going to want to roll with that foot. So I think about keeping my arm out here and actually pressing it down into the floor so I keep my top part of my body from going with my foot. So nice and slow, I'll have people initially just start to pulse in and out of a tug on the outside of their hamstring. Some people get it a little bit more pure laterally in their IT band. Some people get it in their glutes. The big thing here is I don't want it to really be in my groin. So if there is a lot of pressure or compression in the groin, that's really not what we're looking for. We want to try and minimize how much you feel of that. Sometimes it's as easy as lowering that leg down a little bit, and maybe there you'll get a little less compression in the groin, but you can play around with the angle. You're trying to really hit lateral / back of the thigh hamstring. So arm out to the side, I'll slowly go up and across and back out of it, just lightly moving these posterior lateral structures in and out of a lengthened position, trying to make sure that my whole lower back is not raising up off the table, and that's where keeping this arm pressed down does kind of help me a little. I want it to be a slow, controlled motion. If I want to even get down into the lateral aspect of my calf, I can take my toe and turn it in, which is going to go all the way down through my peroneals. I just have to watch that sometimes this will bind up the nerve a little bit, be a little bit more uncomfortable. But I would keep this as a purely rocking stretch, really not one that I like to hold for a very long period of time, at least initially. Can also be done not quite as effectively, but a little bit more user-friendly in a sitting position. So if I sit and I want to, same thing, hit that lateral hamstring, instead of having the strap and I have my leg on the ground, I can do the same type of motion by just bringing my leg across, turning my foot in, and coming down and forward, sometimes even turning a little bit towards that side. And that will give me a similar pull, definitely not as good of a pull as you'll get with the strap, but you know, it's easier to sit and do this than it is to find a strap sometimes.